Welcome to Cooking and Combos with
Tiff
and Nick. Hey! Today we are making stuffed mushrooms, stuffed portobellos, and stuffed white mushrooms, which are also known as button mushrooms. We also have some seasoned veggies that we're going to have on the side, and these are yellow squash, Italian zucchini, and onions, sprinkled with onion powder, bouillon, pepper, and olive oil.
Cool.
And so for our filling, we have
the inside of the mushrooms, diced onions, breadcrumbs, and cream cheese.
And we also, for our filling, we have Italian sausage.
It's okay.
And to top it off, we have Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, and green onions. And we're probably going to use some parsley flakes too. So we're going to start with showing you how we got the filling from the mushroom, this part of the mushroom. So basically, to clean the inside, I washed them off, okay? So FYI, I washed them off. And some people choose not to wash off their mushrooms, okay? But they grow in dirt and they're fungus, and it needs to be washed off.
Definitely.
But it's this is your life. This is your stomach. If this is the way you want to eat it, you just get a napkin and wipe it off. That's how they tell you to cook mushrooms, because supposedly the water takes away from the flavor. I prefer to clean mine with water.
Of course.
Go ahead. So first, you pop off the stem, and do not discard the stem. That's part of what's in that bowl. Okay, then you get your spoon, and all this stuff that looks like fuzzy or whatever this is, you just scrape that out. See, I don't know if you can see it very well from there. You just scrape it out without trying to ruin the form of the mushroom, which I think I'm doing a little bit. And you just scrape it like that.
Scraping out the mushroom.
Yep, just go ahead and drop that in there. And we're gonna do the other one.
And only the root is inside here, right?
Yeah, just the stem.
The stem.
The stem in this part. This part too. It's part of the mushroom. So now they are cleaned out, and we have our stem here. And then you just chop it up. Chop it on up. And mushrooms are so easy. You just chop it, chop it, chop it. They're so lightweight. Add that in there. That's all I did. And this is basically that. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing for the small ones. So you can have the portobellos for dinner by itself with the side of vegetables, or the smaller ones can be used as appetizers for a party, whatever you're having friends over. Scrape that bad boy out. Same thing. This is just a smaller version of it. Okay, and all that little stuff that I said looks like fuzzy, that's the part that I'm taking out. And some people don't remove this part, but I think it's better because you have more space to stuff it. If you don't, this is how much you have. When you do, this is how much you have. Look at the difference in the circle. Okay, so some of them are really small, so when your spoons are too big, I don't know what size spoons you have at home, but when they're too big, sometimes it might take a little bit off. It's okay to still use that to stuff it. And the part that fell off, you just add to the filling. That's all there is to it. Now this filling, all I basically did was show you what I did previously. Just gonna add that into it. That's it. Mix that on up. So just dumped our stuff in. Same stuff. So before we move over to start cooking our filling, we're gonna talk about Miss Richardson.
Sha'Carri.
Very unfortunate. You know, I understand rules are rules, but I feel really bad for her. She can't even play for the relay. Like, she can't run on the relay team.
Yeah, I think 30 days was enough. They should at least let her do the relay.
Yeah. Well, she was eligible to, but the team didn't pick her.
Oh wow. Who they pick?
I don't know who they chose, but I saw some Instagram posts or whatever, like another runner, and I can't remember her name, is gonna be up there because I actually am ready to put it up there or whatever, so you guys will see it. She said there's still some other people out here who are running. You guys can support. Still, don't ban watching the Olympics. You can still support us or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Sha'Carri has something to say about that too. She's like, people can support who they want to support or whatever, but I just think, basically it's kind of like messed up that the runners are not even supporting her,
Yeah. Well,
So,
I guess you could look at it two ways. Maybe not supporting her because everybody go through problems and maybe they feel that she should have dealt with her problems differently and followed the rules.
mm-hmm.
Maybe that could be a reason, which is not right, but
Yeah. But like everybody was saying, keep that same energy because what's his name tested positive? Michael Phelps.
and that's what I wondered. Did he still was able to participate?
Yeah.
Well, like you said, I thought the Olympics said she could participate, but
Yeah,
you
the
said
Olympics.
the team didn't choose her.
Well, the team didn't choose her for the relay, but
For the
for
relay.
her own individual, the Olympics said, no, you're suspended.
So how long did Michael have to stay out?
That part, see, it'll be up there. I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, because like fair is fair. Like if he
Yeah.
was able to continue right away, then she should have been able to continue right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then why do they make it legal and then say like
Because it's not legal federally and it's not legal in all states, and then in other countries it's not legal either.
Yeah.
As you may have heard, the little baby got arrested
Oh,
in Paris. Did you see that?
yeah.
Him and James Harden got pulled over, and I guess the cop said that they smelled weed, and Lil Baby was the one who got arrested. So James Harden was able to go, but Lil Baby is the one who is arrested, and that's for marijuana too. So it's not legal everywhere, and you have to remember Olympics is in
But no, she
Tokyo.
smoked it where it was legal. Whatever state she's from, she smoked it there.
Yeah, but if she wants to compete, it's like a job that you have. Drinking may be legal, but you can't drink at work. So if somebody thinks that you're drunk at work and they send you or whatever to get tested,
I think she did it at home.
that's not the point. I
I
said because you can drink at home and
Right.
still show up to work drunk, or you can drink on your lunch break and come back drunk. If you're not supposed to be drunk, you can't say, well, it's legal.
I did it at home. Just fine.
I mean, I feel bad for her. I really, really do. It's just, if a certain thing that you're involved in, if this is your job and you take it seriously and they say no this or no that, that's the rule.
Maybe her team should have supported her more. Like if she was going through her mom dying or passing, maybe they should have supported her more. I don't know.
I saw a video from LSU was like, we with you, girl. Like, we support you. Like, we are you. Like, everybody make mistakes. And that's
Right.
true. Everybody makes mistakes. So they had it's called an open letter, but it was a video. So everybody was,
that's good.
being very supportive of her.
Yeah, that's good. I wonder who she was smoking with. Or did she? Like, where she buy it from?
You know what's funny? I saw a meme that said, I hate these new drug dealers. Because the old drug dealer been like, nah, ma, you need to go ahead and wait till you go to the Olympics
Right,
to smoke.
right.
We ain't selling you no weed. So we just did a little reading and jogged our memories of what happened with Michael Phelps.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently his test never came back positive.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a picture that was leaked of him smoking a bong. And what do you usually smoke out of a bong? It's not a hookah, it's a bong. Smoke weed out of a bong.
Right.
So he was suspended from a time in between he was competing. She actually got suspended when there's a competition coming up, the main competition coming up. And I guess what did it say? The Olympic team took away his financial support or whatever, but he didn't get suspended while during that. That's the main thing. Even basketball players, football players, whatever, your suspension is during a time that you're competing. So why is it for him? It was in between a time where he wasn't competing. That's when his 3 months happened.
He might have been smart enough to clean his pee before testing or whatever.
That's true.
Sha'Carri, I don't know, girl, there's too much stuff out there. You should have cleaned that up.
They gave her a random though. She got a random. They told my son, "Hey, bro, they about to test your pee, bro."
Sha'Carri girl just started training hard. Come back.
Oh, you see Cardi B?
No.
Cardi B was like, "Girl, it's okay. In 3 more years, you got this, girl. It's okay. I love you. I support you." Not Cardi. That voice. Cardi B was riding for her. She was like, "In 3 years, just keep your game going, girl. You got this. You got this. Whatever." So Cardi is with her. I just think that yes, it is illegal right now, but there ain't nothing in weed that's gonna cause anybody to perform any better. It might make you perform less, but it won't make you perform any better.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, Sha'Carri, you made a mistake. Live and you learn.
And you gonna prosper off of this. Don't worry about it. It's a mistake that you made one time. Don't worry about it.
Right.
So, we're gonna start off with our onions. Let these saute for a couple of seconds. I thought that was onions and garlic. Our onions and garlic. My fault. Let it saute for a couple of minutes. And then, seconds. And we're going to add in the Italian sausage. And this is turkey. Like I said before, if you want to use pork, you can. If you only have a ground meat, turkey, beef, pork, whatever, chicken, you can add Italian seasoning to this and it'll taste like Italian sausage. Okay?
So what's going on with Rudy Giuliani?
So his dumb self got hit. First of all, New York already said that he couldn't practice law there. Now Washington D.C. said that he can't either because of his charades with Trump.
Oh wow.
He wasn't even practicing law like that anyway, like in the courtroom, until he started dealing with Trump. And Trump want to say that voter fraud, whatever. And he got himself involved, and now he can't even practice law because he out here lying. All that stuff that they did, trying to pass all those motions and everything, he got his license suspended.
So he let Trump ruin all them years of law school and everything else he didn't done?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Ex-mayor, everything that people work hard to get, the status and all that, Trump ruined it for him.
Wow.
Yep. Because he wanted out there lie and say voter fraud.
Wow. Well,
sorry, little penguin man.
Why you call him the penguin man?
Because he looked like the penguin from Batman. Little penguin man.
Is he the one with that, his hair was dyed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
His hair was dyed and it was something dripping down his face when he was sweating. Yep, that's him. And he done let the orange man ruin his career.
Dang, can you imagine going to school all them years for law school, just backing up one person, you mess it up?
But also, not even that, also building up your career to have a reputation, and you let one person ruin it for you.
I'm still stuck on that law school.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, even after that, he had to build a reputation. He was mayor of New York, you know, so he had to build this reputation after he finished law school, and you just let one person come ruin your stuff.
Yeah, nah, it's not. I got student loans, and I don't even have lawyer student loans, so I can imagine. Heck nah.
Trump hasn't been paying some people some hella money for people to come out of their character to do
Right.
something like that, because he was well known as mayor in New York. Mayor of New York. And all of a sudden, nobody likes him.
Wow.
That's sad. Trump was paying hella dollars. I don't know what he was doing.
Well, yeah, money, you never paid them taxes.
Never paid them taxes, but I'm gonna add the mushroom filling now. So I cooked the meat till about halfway. This doesn't need to be cooked because it's mushrooms. If you eat mushrooms, you know that they're pretty soft and they don't take very long to cook. So we're just gonna add this in with the meat. Tiffany said it's too much, so I'm just not gonna keep it down. Sorry. Not gonna put all of it in there. Yeah, I dumped the cream cheese in here. And it's a little watery from the mushrooms. And we're gonna just take a little of the liquid off. Now I'm gonna add the mozzarella to our filling. Let's see, making it messy. Mix that all around in there. So depending on how much cheese you like, that's how much cheese you add. Okay. And now this is ready to go into the mushroom. So I know this doesn't look very appealing. It kind of looks like cream of mushroom soup or something, but it's very tasty. And I forgot to add a little bit of green onions in here too. So when you do this, you add the green onions in it for a little bit more color, because right now, as Cameron said, it looks gray. Mm-hmm. So we're going to stuff them now. And when we stuff them, we can talk about the Haitian president who was assassinated.
Right.
So we're going to show you one. No, put it on top. We do one. And then as we talk, we're going to do the rest of them, okay? So you just fill it up however high you want this to go. You see all that cheese, that mozzarella for you cheese lovers. Yes. It's just stretching away.
Yeah, these little buttons.
And you can also cut, if you're a baker, you can use the baking, what is it called? The
piping bag.
Piping. I was going to say icing. If you're a baker, you can use the piping bags and fill it up with that and squeeze them into
the
this.
Ziploc bags too.
Yeah, and you can also use a Ziploc bag, cut this side off and squeeze it. However, so since mine is big, Tiffany might need a piping bag, but mine are big, so it's gonna do mine like that.
I already started, so.
So the Haitian president was assassinated in his own house.
Yes.
At home.
Yes.
They were saying that, I guess since he was not trying to get out of office, he said that he's supposed to have a 4-year term, and his 4-year term is supposed to start when he gets in office, and so he wasn't giving up his term or whatever. He said that it should go until February or March of next year, when it was actually supposed to be up this February or March. I don't remember which one.
Okay.
So, I guess they were saying that he had like a lot of controversy or whatever with the Haitians, but the prime minister was saying like they were doing everything that they can. I mean, I guess that's his job to say they're going to look for who did it and blah, blah, blah. And then they also didn't know who was going to take over. There's not like a vice president there. They didn't know who was going to take over his spot. It's like up to so many different people that's supposed to be the president now that he was assassinated. That's crazy.
But everything is so fishy. Okay, so where he lives, it's only one narrow road. There's only one narrow road that goes up. At the bottom of the road is military, police, people that protect this one road.
Yeah.
So it was 5 cars, I think 2 pickups and 3 Jeeps. They stopped them and they were like, "Where are you going?" and they was like, "Oh, we're part of the DEA."
DEA, yep.
DEA. And so the police or whoever was down there, military police, called the police chief. The police chief said, "Let him through." Yeah.
I knew that was suspicious activity. I forgot about the DEA part. They were posing as DEA agents.
So the police chief is going to be, or police captain, whatever they call it in Haiti, is going to get in trouble because why did you allow these men to go up there? And then why didn't the military call the president as well?
Yeah, to let him know that.
To let him know they were coming up there. Went up there, shot 16 times. The president died quickly. And the wife was in critical condition. I think she's stable now.
She's stable but critical, they said.
Yeah, so... Yeah, to me it sounds fishy. But it's... Like you said that he wanted to say extra, but that people in Haiti are mad that this happened.
We have finished stuffing, and we're gonna add some cheese, a little sprinkle of cheese. Well, it's up to you how much cheese you want, though.
It's fresh Parmesan cheese, right?
Yes, Parmesan. We put the mozzarella inside.
Oh, mine's just getting everywhere.
And then we're gonna sprinkle it with breadcrumbs on top. For a little texture, a little crunch. And then we're putting ours on the grill with our veggies, but if it's not a hot day for you, you go ahead and pop yours in the oven. 12 to 15 minutes.
No, I'm adding the breadcrumbs.
Just adding breadcrumbs. And then the green onions and parsley are for
what parsley?
The parsley that we're going to add.
Oh.
Remember I said earlier?
Oh.
Add some parsley.
Okay. Continuing to Haiti, it's so sad that, like, Haiti is surrounded, like, by the DR. What else is next to him?
Oh, that's what they said in the article too. I forgot about that. They shut down all the flights after he was flights in and out. After they shut down the airport after he was assassinated. So they're thinking that whoever it was came through the Dominican Republic.
They said they were speaking Spanish and English.
Yes,
but the 4 people they said they arrested were American veterans.
Yeah. Did they look Latino or
I didn't really look at the picture. It just said American veterans, but they said they were speaking Spanish and English. So I was thinking maybe it was somebody from
Dominican.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what to throw you off, though.
Yeah.
Like somebody set this up and they knew what they was doing.
Right, and it seemed easy to say somebody speaks Spanish because the DR is right there. Like
because they said that's exactly what they said. That they probably came through the Dominican border
because it's the same island. It's just like
half and half.
Right, not even half. I think somebody got a little bit way more in the island. But it's crazy how Haiti is so poor and it's surrounded by like everybody want to go to the DR. Everybody want to go to all the surrounding places, Jamaica and like, and they're the only poor country because they had to pay reparations to the French. How you gonna pay reparations to the people that had the slaves?
But the thing is, they lied about it, and the French owe them money.
Right? Because how can you pay reparations for the French losing their free slaves? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
So they kind of bankrupt because they had to pay 100 years of reparations to the French. So it's sad. Like we gotta learn, like read more, do our history, and Haitian is only colored folks, and it's kind of crazy.
and like dark skins too, not just like black people are all different colors. Haitians are like just all dark. So we're gonna go pop these onto the grill with our veggies.
Let's go. Follow us outside.
So we're just gonna start putting our mushrooms on the grill. And they're just gonna cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. And while we do that, we can talk about them swim caps. How y'all feel about them swim caps?
So what is the deal? They won't let us wear a certain type of swim cap?
The one that's created like for our hair. So if you have natural hair, if you have braids, if you have whatever type of hair, they don't want them big. They want to keep them little small ones.
Do they know that the shrinkage when we get? But this hair is big. Like
exactly.
We need the big caps.
They're called Soul Caps, I think, and it's a black-owned British company, and they were trying to get a contract with the Olympics or with the swim teams or whatever, and the Olympics shut it down.
Oh wow!
Said no.
Wow.
And so they put out this whole report, a statement. The Olympics was like, oh well, basically they see the backlash that they're getting, so now we'll consider.
Okay.
Consider.
When we gonna find out when
exactly when we gonna find out after the Olympics. Just seemed like it's a coincidence. It's always a coincidence that they always come after us every time when they see that we gonna win, we gonna prosper, we gonna take over the whole whatever. They find a way to just be like, sorry, go backwards a little bit.
I don't know, but if they know any colored women, our hair is important.
Yeah,
we can't use them little skinny, what are them little thin caps?
But they're actually trying to ban them from use of from all levels. So Soul Caps, they want to use them for any level of competition, and they're like, no, you can't. They're trying to say that they don't fit the criteria basically. Wow. Because our head shape is going to be, it doesn't fit the natural head shape. But when you put a lot of hair underneath there, of course it's not going to fit the natural head shape.
Right.
So.
Wow. Olympics, dang, what's going on?
Hating on us. All done. Veggies off the grill. Mushrooms off the grill. Portobellos, buttons, or white mushrooms, whatever you want to call them, off the grill. We did our little toppings, and it's delish.
Delicious.
They've been sampling behind the scenes, guys.
Really?
Nobody shows that part, but they've been sampling, and everything's great. Thank you for watching Cooking and Combos with Tip and Nick. Hey, see you next week.